Testing, testing. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'll be right back. I'm just fucking with y'all. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the Den. If you're not familiar with the Den is the best conversation on the motherfucking internet. I'm looking very transparent. I'm in the stars. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. I am Ed Honcho. Look at I'm drinking out of a. Remember that? That's what I need to bring. I need to bring back the fucking invisible cup. Those were good times. Anyway, welcome to the Den. I'm your host, Ed Honcho, man. I'm glad you could join me this evening. If you don't know what the Den is discussing everything naturally. We keep it all the way real. Usually. So this is a no agenda show. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds good, right? But then not really, because if I don't know what it means, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Make sure you're following all the proper social medias listed below. Make sure you hit that like button if you like it. If you don't like it, well, whoop-de-doo, go somewhere else. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it, man. A lot of stuff to talk about. Plenty of crazy videos to discuss. We're going to talk about spousal support, and can it be too much? Is it going too far? Should there be a limit? Should there be a time limit? What's the difference between spousal support and alimony? And all that other good shit. Let's see what we got joining us. Let's talk about it. John, my favorite New Yorker. Let me see something. Hold on, let me make sure, because I got multiple chats open. For some reason, live chat time. Okay, there we go. John, my favorite New Yorker, what's the motherfucking deal? The lovely Miss Sarah Lou. Yes, I made a decision on Broderick. After all the votes and all of the kerfluffle around Broderick, I have made a decision. So if he doesn't show up today, then he's going to be very upset. Mike, what's the motherfucking deal? Shout out to Mike Showman. What's the motherfucking deal? Culture, the Don of the Discord, dinner with the dinners. Just call them niggas. That's everybody, if you're in the den, there's like a 92% chance you're gonna get called a nigga, no matter what race you are. It's just deal with it. 17. What's the motherfucking deal? Ronald Isley. This should come with stipulation. I do agree. I think we talked about it one time. That was one of the first calls Trill ever had on an old video we talked about. I might bring that up one day. Ronald Isley is niggas. Vince, what's the motherfucking deal? How you doing this evening, Mr. Vince? Hope all is well. Brian Roach, what's the motherfucking deal? Hope you are good. Well, only this time we're talking about women paying up. So pay up for the delayed dick. How about that? I just thought of that off the head. I don't even know what that probably didn't even fit, but it sounds good, right? We're all about equal rights. Men need to get paid too. Lockbert, what's the motherfucker? Yeah, I gotta there's a couple of things that aren't in there that I gotta put in there that are not going down. Delta, Echo, Golf, what's the motherfucking deal? Yes. The most trusted, least liked name in news, The Den. That's fucking ESPN. Though. It had nothing to do with real news. But news would be a lot cooler if they used the ESPN. I'm gonna find somebody. I'm gonna get on one of these things, pay somebody to like make me my own noise, like my own notification noise, like ESPN. Yeah, that's there we go. I like that. Post pass. That works. Let's get into it, man. Crazy videos, lots of crazy stuff to get into. We got niggatry, we got wokeatry, and we just got shit to talk about. So let's get into it. Oh, I love sharing stuff with y'all that comes up on my timeline. Don't mind me. Like you see me wiggling around here. I got like a wobble board under my desk. I didn't do my wobble board time today. Trying to work on my balance and shit like that. Got this thing going on here. You know what I'm saying? So I can work on my hips right so I get my stroke back. It's all alluded. If y'all did not see what I just posted in the Discord, I suffered, so y'all had to suffer. If I could show it on YouTube, I'd show it on YouTube to make everybody suffer. But since I can't, I'm not. Shelly Short is joining us, people. The Den's number 2 catfish. So there's that. It was terrible. It was super terrible. Like, I actually saw it a couple of days ago, and I was figuring, like, how can I ruin the day of the Den Folk, and I figured it out. So I just posted it in the dilly dally. Let's see. Like I said, we got wokey woke stuff. We got some niggatry. We got some funny stuff. Let's just have a good old time. I got 2 posts involving animals legally. Not the kind of shit that Shelly's into. That should be very interesting. Yeah, I had to think about it. I was just like, how can I ruin this? I'm gonna share a couple of funny things. This is not a video. I think this is super funny. I think this is funny and kind of fucked up, right? I'll let you decide. I'll let you make your own decisions about deciding about your decisions. Dwarf handed crayons and coloring book as couple sat down for romantic dinner. James Lusted. That sounds like an adult film star's name. James Lusted. Was handed crayons and a coloring book as he sat down for a romantic meal with his fiance. Now, I'm going to go as far as to say this photo was not from the evening that it happened. This photo was staged, right? Just to prove the point. So there's that, right? But I'm gonna be honest. Like when I first saw I read the headline before I saw the picture. I think it was an honest mistake, right? It was just an honest mistake. You know what I mean? It happens to the best of us, right? Who hasn't handed crayons to dwarfs? Okay, I'm just saying, who hasn't done this? And it happens, right? T Real, what's the motherfucking deal? Glad you could join us. Why I gotta be a cheap ass, Shelly? I got a video of what I think Shelly looks like. I'm gonna share with y'all in just a second. That might be the first video I started today, because y'all know I be going in on my black ladies, the other terrible ones. No, I don't go in on ladies at all. I go in on heifers, bitches, terrible people, nigga bitches, all that type of shit. They did. I'm gonna half off the kid. That's terrible. I'm gonna be honest though, right? So there's this thing I do when I'm in public. I probably don't belong in normal society, right? Because I've never seen you, Shelly. I have no idea what you look like. So there's this thing I do in public, and they say you shouldn't judge people. I judge people, not like super harshly, but pretty bad. And I'm pretty sure I get judged too. So it's fair, right? I'm like assuming they're judging me, so I'm judging them. So it's like a fair exchange. I don't really give a shit. But you ever see like 2 people in public and you just wonder like, how are they friends? They just look real awkward together. And then you see 2 people and you wonder like, how are they in a relationship, right? And I'm not saying that little people, as dwarf and I don't know if dwarf is an appropriate term, it might be. And little people don't deserve to be in a relationship. I'm not saying that. But I don't know, right? I don't know. Like, it just seems that the physical interactions would be a little strange. Okay? It just seems that, that it would be that way, right? Okay. There's that. So, I don't know. I'm just looking at him. This is him sitting in a chair. I don't know how tall she really is. I'm just assuming if she stood up, there's a significant height difference. Let's just say he's not hitting that doggy style without a stool or something else. All right, that's all I know. Anyway, let's move on from that. I'm a terrible person. Why do I think of these things? Might as well show this other weird photo I saw. Share this. We get the photos out the way. Then we're going to get into the fact that you're giving it a thumbs up. I don't know. Ladies, I got one for y'all. This one should really tickle the old bean. Looking for a man? Well, he's got the jab and he's ready to stab. Structural compatibility. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. It's very noticeable when they were sitting down. So I can only imagine if it's that big of a difference when they're sitting down. How big of a difference is it when they're getting down? Hmm. But you mean two streams simultaneously? What is the sauce I'm trying to go or something too? Because at first I had I think I was sending the stuff to the sauce, and then it was supposed to be going live, and then I don't know what happened. Let's just say it's not rabies. That's funny. An adult bookstore. Are there really adult books? Or is that just a code name? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I had sent it to the wrong shit. And that's the crazy shit, right? So it was live for 53 seconds, but I gotta push the button. You know what I'm saying? And so I'll fix that in a minute. I don't feel like fixing it right now. Terrible. Okay. Yeah, that's what it took. I actually forgot to change the stream code. So, that happens. No, I'm not putting anything past them. If they teamed up with Juvenile to vax that ass up, well, I mean, anything's on the menu now. Anything. Everything. I got a bunch of fucked up shit to share. I don't even know where to start. Like, I don't know if I want to start wokey, jokey, just odd. Usually we start with crazy nigga shit. So tonight we're gonna start on some wokey woke shit today, right? We'll start. Shelley, the joke kind of loses its luster after the 104th time. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Well, gosh darn it, Trill, you just want to kill the vibes, huh? Let's go with this one. TikTok's a terrible place, right? Because obese Mexican dad. I'm still trying to figure out the physics of that whole situation. I'm extremely confused by that. But we're gonna watch some terrible stuff, and I'll bring that back. I'll bring that back before the end of the stream. I need to watch the Huggy video. I haven't watched the Huggy video in a while. It's one of my favorite videos right now. Still, one of my other favorite videos is when my buddy's like, "Don't you realize this camera slap?" And the motherfucker slapped the fuck out of it. That's a great video. All right, here we go. Let's watch.
I need to take a shit. I need to take a shit. I need to take a shit. It's coming out my butt. On and on I push. I need to take a shit, but I can't feel when it's coming.
This is what we do when we have nothing of benefit to offer society. Nothing, right? And so we make songs about it, we sing and dance, but it would have been so much better if she really didn't. She actually would have shot herself. And then maybe she would have realized the terrible life decisions she was making in life, right? That would have been great. Let's see. Adventure Baby? Why not? be honest. I don't know what's going on with this baby. I don't know what's going on in the background. I don't know what's going on with the cheese in that container. Yeah, he might have landed on the diaper. He's like, fuck it. I got some padding in here. I'm just gonna go for it. Who's recording this knowing that this was gonna happen? Who's recording this probably encouraging this baby to do this? Right? There's a lot of cheese in it. I hope that was nachos. Like, I'm hoping that was nachos. If it wasn't nachos, it was probably something disgusting, right? It would be funny to make a little funny meme and then he just falls off somewhere. Let's see what else we got, right? I'm gonna run through a couple of this life. Oh, speaking of children.
Today my student pulled me aside to ask me if I was trans.
I said yes, and almost immediately they said, "So when I grow up, I can actually be a boy?" And honestly, I'm just proud they could say it out loud, because that really takes a lot.
Today my student pulled me aside to ask...
Nah. Yeah, see what I say? I don't want any until I get the farm. I get the farm, I'll be planting seeds everywhere. All kind of seeds. Human seeds, watermelon seeds. I'd have chickens. They get fried. I'd take Ray's advice. I'd plant corn. I'd plant beans. I'd have eggs. I'd have all kind of stuff. But until I get the farm, I will not let these people do my children harm. So there's that, right? This is why I say we live in a crazy, crazy world. Now, I know there's some women out there that have strong chins, right? There are some Bill O'Brien chinned bitches out there. This person, and I'm trying to pinpoint who it is. This person looks like someone from a fucking movie, and it's been bothering me since I saw it the other day. One, that's a terrible thing to say, Shelly, using terrible pronouns. Oh, there's Heidi. Nobody get excited. And this is what I'm saying. Yeah, and these people gravitate towards fields where they can do this stuff. Like, I don't know if y'all seen this shit a couple of years back. The guy, he didn't get a Nobel Peace Prize, but he got all kind of awards and stuff. He had set up some type of foundation where he was going overseas and helping out children who were born in unfortunate situations, being like in Africa and different places like that. Come to find out. Exactly. There was like a group of them. There was a group too, not just, it was a separate incident. It was like a group of quote unquote missionaries or some shit like that. And this was like men and women, and they were going to like all these places claiming to help out, and they were diddling. They were a bunch of diddlers. And so, no. Oh, but it's all right. See? Tell y'all. So just Brother Brooks is just like the niggas he says he opposes, right? Want something for nothing. It's okay. I told you I've resolved the Brother Brooks situation. And y'all will see. Y'all will see the solution, hopefully. Hopefully this evening y'all will see. I'll be honest. Drinking tea, pomegranate and no, it's not pomegranate. It's passion fruit and turmeric. It's good, but it's bad. But yeah, so again, the thing about this is, especially with these public schools, is because you have these people who can influence your children, because it's this presumption of authority. When a kid goes to school, they You have teachers or whatever. Oh, you're supposed to listen to them, hands, feet, and objects to yourself, listen to your teacher. And so when there's this presumption of authority, there's this idea or this belief that, these people know what they're talking about or that they're right or, any of those things. And we know, and I'm pretty sure there's times many of you could tell or recall now, maybe you didn't realize it then, when you had teachers who were trying to indoctrinate you with their beliefs, right? The tea is good until you get to the fucking bottom. That's when you know there's lots of fucking turmeric in that shit. Oh my goodness. No, not Renee Zellweger. It's a dude. I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. No, it's a dude. Like, uh-oh. Got all about this nifty thing. Like, look right here. Okay. It's like, it's all this other stuff out. Right? Just look at this. I'm trying to draw it out like, this is terrible. Like, it's a celebrity, it's a famous person that I'm not sure who it is, but it's like they're from something I've seen recently, and I can't pinpoint it. So I'm gonna figure it out eventually. But yeah, I don't think you can imagine this. Oh my God, this is tough. It's real tough. Economy breast, that's terrible. Well, see, that's why I was trying to give Broderick a my job, but he didn't want it. That's like a nigga don't show up to work. See, they thought that shit about him. Nah, it's not McConaughey. It's gonna fuck with me because I can't remember. Anyway, let's clear that out. Get on the screen. I cannot think of the fucking person. Like, what is the movie? It's a fucking, I feel like a geeky, weird person in the movie. But anyway, next video. But like I said, these people get in positions where they can influence children at a young age with their own opinions. And so if you do have kids in public schools, venues, things like that, where these people do have authority, make sure you have your views and established prior to, and if they're firmly established, because people will try their best to indoctrinate them into their way of life. Now, if you agree with these things, well, then you have nothing to worry about because it will be taken care of for you. All righty. Bad Baby. Watch that. Watch Shitty White Lady. So we were talking about dwarfs earlier, and Heidi missed it. That was a great conversation. Here's a little something. Those are not top-notch titties. Get your ass out. That's why I know something wrong with you, shit.
Don't know.
Now, when I first saw this video, and I was watching it, I thought that's what was going on. Like, I didn't observe the fact that, well, I mean, I kind of noticed, but I didn't think about it. The fact that he was at a car wash and what was going on with the legs. And this shouldn't be funny. And I'm probably a terrible person for laughing, but if I'm just now realizing that I'm a terrible person, I've been doing something wrong for the last few years in the den. It's a point where you should just be like, you know what, it's wet down here. Maybe this ain't the best idea to be showing off or doing whatever I'm doing. But it looked really good, right? Because it looked like he was really going to bust a breakdance move. Like I thought that's what was going on. You can't be coming out here with shooting that shit and just lacking stability. But I'm kind of questioning. I may be wrong. I think he has a Houston hat on. I do believe it is. So there's that. It's like once you slip the first time, don't you kind of stop? Like, don't you say, you know what? Maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe this isn't what's working right. But I don't know. Apparently it's out there. You want it out there. It is what it is. Hey, but thank goodness for the internet so we get to see nifty stuff like this. I haven't shown any violence yet. So, actually, I have very little violence today. I think I only have one clip of violence, and it's not even super violent. I just got a lot of weird stuff today. More humorous stuff. Let's enjoy this.
Where on my goddamn nose? My nose like a whole dick wiggling around like a motherfucker. Ooh, it get long and long. Fucking with my nose. Look at my shit swinging around. Dick face, gang gang. Look at my dick. Oh, I got a dick on my nose a little bit, Dad. Oh, look, I look a puppy in a chihuahua.
That's your phone on you.
In a musketeer. Ooh, God, if I look like that.
FaceTime me going to you got your
I'm
phone
too gangster to be that ugly, girl. If I'm that goddamn, look at my face. Oh, Maya. Oh. Hey, if I was born like that, mama, why the fuck do you kill me? Where on my goddamn nose? My nose like a whole dick wiggling around like a motherfucker. Ooh, it get long and long. Fucking with my nose. Look at my shit swinging around. Dick face, gang gang. Look at my dick.
Just having entirely too much fun with it. Like, but I guess that's what it's made for, right? That's a terrible, terrible situation. But remember earlier I made a reference to what I think Shelley Long looks like. Let's bring this back one more time for the people in the back.
Where on my goddamn nose? My nose like a whole dick wiggling around like a motherfucker. Ooh, it get long and long. Fucking with my nose. Look at my shit swinging around.
Now, who in the den has a laugh like that? If anybody can confirm who has a laugh like that, I don't even know if the bot's fucking working. I'll throw some pistachios out there. I'll throw 1,000 pistachios. If anybody can think of who I think that has a laugh of such a caliber. Nah, definitely not Cake Race. What's up with the damn bot? It is. See, now it's saying stream offline. I don't know why it's not showing. See, the bot back on that bullshit. That's what the bot used to do back in the gap. It's showing all the fucking chat shit, but it's still saying the stream is offline. What a weird thing. White Ashley? No. All right, John, I will manually put some pistachios in your account. That's what I was thinking. Lady Licious. Lady, she has the Lady Licious laugh. I'll jot this down for whatever reason about it's acting special tonight. Even though it's all one of my favorite things. Terrible. They're all in my fucking backpack. Yeah, I got like this. I hate this. I got like a certain type of pen that I like to write with. And this makes me very uncomfortable. What? Oh, so see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's showing up all late and slow. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's showing. So let me see. Let me see if I can just do it like this. I don't know why it's not working right. But anyway, we got more craziness to show you guys. We're gonna have a fun night tonight. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about a magic box though. The real firebox. I'll see if that does what it's supposed to do. You want to know something funny? I got this shirt slow. You can't see it because it's a green screen right here. Sitting like right there, all of them bagged up. I just gotta go to the post office. I'll go tomorrow. I keep saying it, and then stuff happens. I was gonna go today, and the electricians came and threw off my schedule. Because the post office ain't far, but it ain't necessarily close. But I got a bunch of stuff bagged up right there, waiting to be shipped and sit. Just sit there. One day I'll take the green screen off so y'all can see what's back there. Cool. Worked. Awesome. It's some other special goodies. Let's see. Of course it's a black pen. Gotta make the black ink do all the work. Let's see. Is it getting quiet? Is it getting low? Let me see. If I do, I'll give Sarah a statue. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired. But the show must go on. All right, let's get it. I was getting real low. Let me see what's happening here. I guess I gotta turn the shit up. Let me see. What's this fucking? Is this louder? Let me know if that's loud. I don't even know if that's the right button. This might be the. Is that the game? Yeah, I think that's the game button. Okay. All right, here we go. I guess that'll work. Is it extremely loud or is it moderately loud? All right, so I did get the right one. I think the other one changes the setting, like the way it what is that? Unilateral, not unilateral, bilateral, whatever, some shit. It has like a bunch of other shit going on. All right. It's a good. No soup for you. Let's see. Sarah Lou, you're not gonna get me with that one. All right, let's get it. That motherfucking dick on my face. Now this one, if anybody's familiar with the Trailer Park Boys, y'all will enjoy some of this wokety wokeness.
Next up, we have Ace Flux. So Ace Flux is your person. They're going to fluctuate between asexuality and allosexual. So like, it's your person that one day they could be like fully asexual and then the next it could totally change. So this is a person whose sexuality is going to fluctuate on a daily basis. One day they could have crushes on somebody. One day they could be sexually attracted to somebody in some form or degree. And the next day they could be completely just not interested, not wanting anything to do with. So this is your person that's going to be asexual one day and some form or degree of sexual the next. I think that's really interesting. That's very cool, and I love learning about these things as I go along. So if you know anybody who's on the Ace Flux or anything, please tag them, let them know, share it, like, comment. Thank you.
See, at this point, people are just making things up for attention. People are saying stuff. This person is named Jen the Pickle, and as a snail. Snail makes a lot of sense now that I see that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that people feel like if they make up a new term, maybe they'll start trending. Maybe they'll start getting, Ace Flux. It sounds like, what was that shit, Eon Flux? The fucking shit that used to come on during fucking Liquid TV or whatever way back in the day. I'm showing my age. I'm showing my age. You know what I'm saying? Liquid TV used to be good. Who remembers that show? It was great. I don't know whatever happened to it. It didn't last very long, I don't think. Ollie and Syphil, the fucking sock puppets. That shit was what's the motherfucking I like corny things. I try to be as corny as I can be. I enjoy it. Yes, I give pistachios for making me laugh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, see, the thing about it is people like this end up they have way more subscribers than they did. Their message gets spread way further than anything I'm saying in the den. You know what I'm saying? Like in a matter of seconds, they get they're out there. Like so I got a TikTok, right? I got one. I just learned what pit viper shades are. Trixie, how are you doing this evening? But the cartoon came out way before the movie. Charlize Theron, the one with just fucking the kids up. Like, you know, I draw stuff out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think they said I can do like 3-minute videos on there, but I'm never gonna reach my point in 3 minutes. I gotta do a whole bunch of extra shit, right? So, yeah, there's that. I'm a Chalk Milk. How you doing this evening? Pit vipers are a fashy symbol now, really. I'll tell you something. I know a guy with pit vipers. You know, some people sleep in a race car bed. He sleeps in a real race car. What is he said something else that was super fucking funny. It had me fucking die. That shit was hilarious. Oh yeah, he's what did he say? He said, yeah, I'm out here to cut some grass and eat some ass. And I ain't got a lawnmower. That shit was fucking hilarious. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I have to like say stuff. But then what I'm starting to do is I'm starting to not explain myself on things. Like I've been trolling somebody on one of Beyond the Funny Niggas posts, and they called me a vagina taker in not such a pleasant way, right? People in prison have a lot of stuff. I think people in prison have phones. And they have more followers. People in prison have more followers than me. That's crazy. I got to step my game up. I am slacking. I need some pit vipers. That's what I need to do. Appreciate the love, Miss Sarah Lou. You know what? I'm taking pistachios from you on. You're not supposed to agree with that. Only I'm supposed to say that. But if anybody can guess which Trailer Park Boys character I was referring to when I said that person reminds me of that, should be pretty easy. Go for it. More wokey woke. Let's put Dick Face in the box. We got a really interesting wokey woke song. Let's see.
What if we stopped saying homeless, we stopped saying people experiencing houselessness, and said people displaced by capitalism?
I believe she believes she was dropping big facts. Let's not. Why don't we say none of that? No. Just what people experiencing houselessness. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, and again, it's the people who don't want to compete. It's people who just want to, fluff it up. Appreciate the love. It's all loose. That pretty soon people will be completely educated by series 3 to 5 minute videos. Which will not be possible. Goldfish attention. Yeah, I agree. I think we're here now, right? People like I was watching Bill Burr the other day. Now, they need to modernize. That's what people are really going to believe. Like, they need to modernize the Bible. You know what I mean? Are you late to the den? Yeah, I'm late to the den. We're all late to the den. So, it's just kind of how that works. Sensei Mamba, how you doing? Yeah, we've been running about 45 minutes talking about crazy stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, people got big beef with capitalism. They're telling you how much they hate capitalism from their iPhones. If you really hate capitalism, send a smoke signal. Show me that you mean it. That's where I'm at. They already made the gay Bible. They've gone too far. So there's that. You figure that out, right? So, terrible. But appreciate the love. It's all an illusion. But yeah, this homeless, like, is it rude? What is the difference between saying homeless and houselessness? Because now, what about people who live in apartments, right? What about them? What about people who lives in lofts, right? What about those? Like, everybody's not meant to be excluded. That's what they're called, generalizations. You know what I mean? Like, we can generalize and say these things. Like, it doesn't have to get all overly specific. But that's how you know America has no problem. America does not have real problems. Like, people start making stuff up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring this next one up. I think this next one is nifty. I'm trying to get all the woke stuff out the way. And then we're gonna have some laughs. I'm gonna show you America, how they do it in America versus how they do it in other countries. Let's get a little. So y'all know I got the saying, right? Y'all know I got the saying. If they got a bull ring, they probably own some bullshit. I want to know your thoughts. Now, I've kind of already added some bias to it, but I want y'all to listen to this, and I want to know your honest opinions if this young lady is right or wrong, and if the accompanying statements improve or disprove the message. Let's watch.
Black neighborhoods are over-policed, so of course they have higher rates of crime. And white perpetrators are undercharged, so of course they have lower rates of crime. And all of those stupid stats you keep using are operating off a small sample size. So shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Black neighborhoods are over-policed, so of course they have higher rates of crime. And white perpetrators are undercharged, so of course they have lower rates of crime. And all of those stupid stats you keep using are operating off a small sample size. So shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
So, thoughts? Oh man, that makes me think of a video Trill sent me earlier. He shared in the Discord. It made me lose my shit first thing this morning. But this is what I'm saying. Like, people go with the talking points that make them feel good. I tell y'all often, I say a lot of stuff that does not make me feel good. Do something to make me feel good. But again, right? Like the disconnect, the disillusion. And these are the type of people who get robbed by a nigga and be like, well, it's society's fault that he did it because he didn't have anything. Like, the excuses are endless. It's like, let's be honest. I've shown y'all a bunch of shit, right? That they say black communities are over police. Y'all know that. I think, what is it? The gangs to gang members to police officers in Chi-Town is like 9-1, right? Black communities are over policed, but yet you still have gangs and gangs of unsolved murders, right? And these are mostly black individuals in these areas. Do you notice how whenever this happens, the mamas and the family members and all that, all of a sudden, people want justice, right? They want the police to solve the shit. But for some reason, Right? It's over police, so that's why all these crimes are happening. It's not that the crimes are taking place, but it's because they're over police. Do you know why a lot of police are sent to particular areas? Because there's high rates of crime, and not just well, there's a bunch of black people over here. We're going to just hang out and figure it out. Get a lot of calls, probably get a lot of requests for their services, and then once you start realizing, hey, there's a lot of activity going on over here, well, it's most likely where you're going to be at. That's where you're going to most likely get your numbers up. So, but that's super funny, right? Because it's like this double standard, right? Because remember the song 911 is a joke, right? So 911 usually comes when there's an emergency, and an emergency usually happens when there's a crime or something taking place. But you say it's over policed, but you say there's too many cops. But now you're saying that, these medical services don't look out for niggas. They don't do these things. It's like you cannot have it both ways. Showed y'all the video the other day. Niggas stole the ambulance, right? Ambulam. You know what I'm saying? No. Absolute. Yeah, straight up. Great point. Let that go. Lonely. I bet you won't go outside and say that. But this is the thing. Again, you look at her. She doesn't live in a black neighborhood. Not like that. She feels a certain particular way because she's probably one of the fewer blacks that lives in her community, and she feels like she's missing out on some kind of something. I told y'all about my situation. Like, even in school, feeling like, oh, I'm not with them, there's something wrong. Like, no, or because you're on the outside looking in, and you're assuming that, oh, they're doing that to them because they're black. Like, you're not really looking at the factors. Like, there are things that lead up to this, and again, it's primarily cultural beliefs. You know what I mean? Like, hate to get to the root of everything so quickly, but the majority of this shit is cultural beliefs. Because these behaviors, again, were not like this back then. Like, there was a point, yes, where there were actual laws that targeted black people that impacted. Today, it's not quite the same. Are there some foul lawmen? Oh, yeah, we see stories all the time. And should they be handled as such? Yeah, but a lot of them do get opportunities to get back out there. But at the same time, it's a lot of niggas doing a lot of shit. And I'm not even going to say remotely close to the majority of niggas. Well, all niggas do nigga shit. Not all black people are niggas. And niggas have spread, the niggerism has spread through all the races. But there's a significant enough number that have chosen to live a life of crime that are going to consistently engage in a certain behavior. And here's the deal. Like, if I'm a criminal, it's not just because I'm doing one crime. That's the one I get caught for. I've probably done dozens, if not hundreds of crimes, right? So let's say if you are a street pharmacist, you think that a motherfucker just got caught on the very first bag of dope. They said if they did, they're terrible drug dealers. But no, you think a motherfucker gets caught with 10 pounds. It was the first. That's the first weed he ever bought. He just had 10 pounds of weed. He just had tens of thousands of dollars to buy at. It's like, come on, bro. This is a person that's been active for quite some time and has gotten away with a lot. Now, hey, that's the game. That's the whole game, right? You catch me if you can. You do what you do. The law's trying to catch you. You do your best to skirt the law. Some people are very good at it. But if a person is waking up on a daily basis, making dozens of transactions, let's say in a year, those add up to several thousand small crimes, right? If they were being recorded. Don't get caught. Cool. That's rule number one. So again, that's showing that these people are doing lots and lots of things. If I'm a robber, I'm a jacker. You think it's my first time getting caught? This is the first time I robbed somebody? No. The person's been doing this. Probably have, tens, dozens, maybe a couple of hundred robberies under their belt. So again, like, what people do is act like this. Honestly, I believe the stats are not even remotely close to correct. I think there's a lot more shit that goes on unreported that you don't know about, that you'll never know about, than the people that get caught for. Right? Excuse me. 17 says, true civil rights were about universal suffrage. Do you know what suffrage is? Nah, I'm against women's suffrage. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see women suffer. You know, like I say, who was that? Who was talking about women's suffrage? And they were like, "Nah, women deserve rights. I'm against women's suffrage." Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was super funny. What was that? 335. What's the motherfucking deal? Oh yeah. See, look who showed up finally, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. What? Are you plexing? Just say my smooth spot to relocate because the barbershop next to had too many ninjas blinded. And that's what I'm saying, like what? I didn't hear I didn't even see. And I agree, exactly. Once you take the emotion out of the shit, like that's what it is. And you see the video of 2 female cops and the drive-by from Red Tail. No, I didn't see that. I did not see that. But yeah, suffrage is vote. I'm aware. But yeah, that's what it was. Like that's the thing. Appreciate the love, 17. The thing about it is like civil rights is over. Okay? And then that's what now they're trying to transform into this quote unquote human, like with these other issues, they're calling it human rights issues, right? Civil rights in America is over. It was about people basically having, getting treated essentially the same. We have that, right? We're there. Like let's say and do some stuff that the woke people have probably been doing that. I'm not banned from the internet because I'm black. I'm not banned from going into a store or something like that because I'm black. I'm not denied the right to vote because I'm black, right? I'm not in a quote unquote separate but equal situation because I'm black. All the same abilities as any white person in this country. Now, criminal history may play a little part in some of this stuff, but let's not talk about that, right? That's just y'all's fault for making this society so terrible that I made those decisions. We're talking about drug dealers. There's Broderick selling drugs in the chat. That's why he can't be a mod. I will not tolerate this criminal behavior. But again, and here we are. So we're all in a situation where we're pretty much we all got the same rights. We all got the same abilities, right? Yeah, as far as voting and everything. So I don't see what it is now. And the crazy part is after a lot of these movements and things, the numbers actually show that civil rights didn't really benefit niggas like that. Like niggas were coming up and doing better on their own until you start coming with the affirmative actions and all of these other things. You know what I mean? And so they actually start making less. They actually start losing out on prominent jobs. It actually was a hindrance more so than it was helpful. But you got all these politicians, you got all these people who are the true benefiters, who truly benefit from this shit. So civil rights movement was actually the first step towards socialism. There was a way better way to solve the issues at the time. Yeah. And the thing, honestly, though, is a lot of that shit was solving itself. Now, there were a couple of issues that, who knows how they would have turned out, but a lot of those issues were solving themselves. But the numbers, you don't want to use that. We need, I've been on this kick lately, or not lately, but I've been thinking about it a lot more, is representation in politics. And I know you're gonna, Andrew Yang doesn't count. Andrew Yang doesn't represent age people. I don't know any age people who are like, yeah, Andrew Yang, he's the one. Like, does representation in politics truly fucking matter? Right? And I'm going way off this. I don't know how she got this conversation started, but here we go. You know what I mean? Like, Well, Bronchitis Peters medication is a real issue, you know. Blood flow issues are, you know, if you need some beet juice and some ashwagandha, it'll be all right. That's what I should do. See, I should dupe people via TikTok. Like I should be one way on TikTok, all black wokey woke, and be like, yeah, come watch my show, The Den Show. You'll really like it. It's really cool because we don't tolerate white people. And then they come here and they get hit in the face with all this shit, and they're just like, what the fuck is going on? Right? Look at all these fucking random thumbs down from out of nowhere. But again, like I said, it's super crazy because like what black politician has, and especially in this modern day time, has truly benefited black people, but you know, not necessarily benefited themselves. What has been done? See, this is Roger, you'd be a terrible drug. You'd be a terrible drug. And then I got this good shit right here. Man, you can get some of this free shit over here. It's really better than what I got. But good shit right here. But again, like I said, it's wild, bro, because like there hasn't really been a major benefit. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause people want that representation as opposed to, you know, actually seeing real results. And so here we are, right? We need people of color to do this and people of color. Look, if I'm going to get fucked over, all right, I'm going to get fucked over by a person of color. That's just the way it's going to be. All right? I ain't getting fucked over at all. So there's that. Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's just like, so we're like I said, we're just in this crazy ass situation. I'm baffled by why people haven't realized it. But again, like I say, certain groups do such a good job of convincing people that they're going to save them and that they need them and their representation. And that's just a small sample size. I ain't gonna lie, that guy really accompanied her very well. Let's stop talking about people experiencing houselessness. You want another nifty song? Let's get another nifty song. I'm in a sing-songy mood here. We're gonna talk about alimony and stuff in a minute. Oh, this is trippy. Got any weed? Got any space weed?
Which is a crime against humanity, and greed hasn't always been considered good. We could distribute the things that everybody needs, so no one has more wealth than any person should. Here's a story about a guy named Uli Mornak, a property owner in medieval Switzerland. He threw his weight around and only ever had his own back, and said he could do whatever he wanted with his land. Well, an old lady stopped to get some water one day, but Uli noticed she was on his property, so he beat her up and went to court and lied through his teeth, and laughed about it with his friends later that week. Now today his wealth might be desirable, but back then he was a villain and a crook. So the people of the town got together one night and murdered him and then got off the hook.
Wasn't that great? Wasn't that nifty? That's my question. Who decides how much wealth is too much? He stole my sauce. Yeah, you know, I originated this starry background shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker stole my shit and I'm not wearing the shirt. Oh, I got a great shirt I'm gonna make tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. 335. Even though I said I've stopped the last few weeks, I probably was listening to a lot of bad rap music lately, and I don't even know what rhyme schemes are anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what rhyme. Motherfuckers nowadays are rhyming everything, right? Yeah, that's who decides. Well, he's got more than me, and then what'll happen is we all get the same share, right? Well, I'm gonna spend all mine now. That person saved theirs. They got more than me. It's unfair. Or they use theirs wisely. They got more. They need to give up what they say. Like, when does it stop? When is it over? When do you say enough is enough? We shouldn't start at all. But there it is. Those people at the top get to determine. Well, you know, we need more because we have to oversee more. And, you know, since we got all the resources, we're going to have to divvy up the very little amongst you peasants. Again, it's crazy. There's always a look to these people, right? It's in the eyes. It's way in the eyes. Look at him. Let's just look at him. Maybe I should actually like not do that. It's in the eyes. All right, I promise it's in the eyes. Let me do my thing. Here it is. I want to use the whiteboard like this. Kind of messed that one up. Finger slipped a little bit. Do you see? Do you see? It's in the eyes. So, yeah. It's always crazy. All right, where am I at here? Oh yeah. This. My hands are not steady this evening. That's what I'm saying. Whoa. We gotta hold on.
Being rich is a crime.
What's going on with these dirty ass socks? What's going on with these dirty ass socks? That's what I need to know. That's the real crime. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue. Right? That's not pants bleed. Right? So this is terrible. Clear this out. Let's roll. This motherfucker, that's his only shirt. If we listen to him, that'll be his only shirt. All right. Let's get. I think is that the last of the wokey woke. Let's get rid of these woke crazy people. Let's get back to the fun and entertaining stuff. It's weird about the screens. It's got way too much real estate. All right. Being rich is a crime against humanity. So fucking stupid. But people believe this. Like, people believe it's all greed and all. It's like, again, wow, reporting from their iPhones and put it on TikTok. Imagine fucking, you know, never mind. We all know what's going on here. I don't even have to explain. Let's just move forward. Roger's a fucking communist. Doodly. I just want to look way on the wrong screen. Here's something interesting. We're going to take a trip to Shelley Long's house. See what's going on there.
And this is what you call another re-edition of Shit You See While Working at Rent a Center. And this is what you call another re-edition of Shit You See While Working at Rent a Center.
So, I have a question, right? I have a question. A word? Oh, I believe it. So, do you believe he should be punished for recording in someone's house? Not only do they have a television, they have an Xbox. You might not be able to see the Xbox, but you see the screen, and apparently there's children who play Roblox. When we talk about priorities, we talk about the system. This is American rich. Because there's plenty of other countries where you live like this, you don't get the TV and the Xbox. You don't have the rent-a-center option. There is no real poverty in America. There's poverty of the mind, right? Because in other countries, you can be poor. Shit. You can't rob your neighbor because they're just as poor as you. You can't go down the street, go rob the fucking Ulta and sell everything on eBay. You can't go rob the Walgreens and not get, prosecuted for it. Because nobody has anything. There's nothing there. But in America, you can be in poverty and have all of the latest technology. I want to see more of this guy's videos, actually. If you're living in these conditions, an Xbox, that TV is your problem. And that's the problem. That's why I say, like, when niggas come with this bullshit that they say, but then you can name every episode of whatever niggas watch, every character from everything. That's your poverty right there. Because you've taken the time, and whether it's sports and all that, a nigga can, how about he empowered me to name every motherfucking sports statistic in the book. Like, should have been spending that time learning some fucking math. You should have been spending that time learning a skill. You should have been spending that time, improving yourself. Because the same way you were able to watch any of that shit, you could have watched some education on YouTube or any of these things, or read a book, go to the local library. Do they still have libraries? No, the libraries get the Roman. Like, you have fucking options. It's about the decisions that you make, right? The decisions that you make determine the type of person that you are. I've made a lot of bad decisions. That's why I'm a terrible person. So, here it is. I agree it's all illusion. Oh man, he took some roaches home with him. He took some of them bugs. He took them bugs. He took bugs home with him. Jones. What's the motherfucking deal? Chocolate milk, I don't blame him. Yeah. It's terrible, right? It's terrible. All right, I got it. Let's discuss it. I'll take it off the screen. Now that I've discussed it, all of you, let's watch something a little bit more abusing. Right? So we were talking about, let's get the wokey woke dude off of there. I'm going to say the violence for dead last. We'll segue this. We'll wind this down the right way. So there's a little 4th of July action for those of you who didn't get to enjoy it properly.
Come on, Dick! Oh my God, are you okay? Oh my God, cool. I watched it. Come on, Dick! Oh my God, are you okay? Oh my God, cool. I watched it.
Maybe it's the timing. I don't know.
Come on, Dick! Oh my God, are you okay? Oh my God, cool. I watched it. Come on, Dick! Oh my God, are you okay?
Come on, Dick. I got your dick for you.
Cool.
That's funny. All right. That's very unfortunate for whoever was holding the camera. There you go. That's just untimely. I wonder how much shit they put in that shit. What is that? Looks like a fucking microwave door or some shit. That shit looks crazy. What the fuck is that? I can't even stop it fast enough. What is that? God damn. I don't know what the fuck that is. I really cannot tell. What? Dang. No, I didn't see that one. That's terrible. I don't fuck around with fireworks. Gotta be safety first, then teamwork. All right, so we're talking about, American poverty versus other countries and how American people handle stuff versus other countries, right? So we got two incidents kind of involved in the same thing. Well, they both involve the same animal, right? Or different variations of the same animal. I'm going to give you all a choice. We can watch the American way, or we can watch what I'm assuming is the Middle Eastern way. And determine, Hector, what's the motherfucking deal? You missed it. You still stuck on a dirty house? That's terrible. Get out that dirty house. That was a terrible video. So y'all got a choice: the American way or the possibly Middle Eastern way. Which would you guys prefer to watch first? I wish I did have some good Middle Eastern. Well, I'm pretty sure it's this there, but can't show it on the tube. See, this is what YouTube should do. YouTube should have a function. Should be super. It really could resolve all of this stuff, like all of the wokey woke shit, all of the like all of these problems could be done. Like YouTube could absolve their hands of everything. All you got to do is just put on a fucking like a warning or something, like, do you want crazy shit? Check here. It's like when you visit your local adult educational entertainment site. Are you 18? I agree, I disagree. Hey, this site can have some wild stuff. Are you open to watching wild stuff and different beliefs and possibly very sensible things that make way more sense than this weird shit you really want to watch because it's a distraction? Just click, yeah, I agree. And then you click the agree button and you get to see all the cool stuff, right? As opposed to, well, we're just going to get it off of here because people are saying stuff and people are upset because whatever. Well, if people want this shit, let the people have the shit, right? But here we go. All right, we're going to go with the Middle Eastern way. Okay. I'm going to be honest. Like the Middle Eastern way is it was just watch, right? We'll just watch. All right. And I don't even know if it's the Middle East. I am making assumptions, but that's what I do best. Middle Eastern people just like black people. I think this is very skilled, actually. Almost. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. One more time for the people in the back, right? That's good aim. I gotta give the man his due. I'm gonna go get a sandal, but matter of fact, I saw a fucking ultralight with a fucked up wing. I ran him off the road. Get out the street, you asshole. Now, this is how they deal with birds in the Middle East, right? This is how Americans respond to birds. For certain. Now, there's no sound to this video. Don't ask me what that kid's doing on the couch. Look at what these badass kids are doing outside. Don't ask me why none of these kids have fucking clothes on. I don't know. Right? I don't know what she's doing online. Looks like he's probably chatting. Maybe, I'm assuming. And watching Real Housewives, right? Obviously not watching these children. But this is the oppression. The only oppression niggas is going through is bird oppression. Right? She lost doing some shit up here. Bird's like, bitch, get your mind right. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's do this. Oh no, I don't shit with you. Come back to that. All right. So, yeah. What you get for watching that fucking Real Housewife trash. Stop watching that shit. And I promised you guys a little bit of violence. I only had a little bit of violence today. But y'all know who it involves. Y'all know what it's about. And then we will talk about alimonies.
I'll wait. Oh, he got the knife. He's gonna stab him. Knife. Just don't make me. Crazy, baby.
All right. Y'all know what I'm here for. I'm here for the fucking whiteboard. All right. Let me do my Kenny Smith thing. All right. Where are we? Let's just get it all in the view. We have no issue with this shit here. Like, people have no shame. Like, I got a shirt. Everything ain't for everybody, right? And that's like a multi-tiered thing. Okay, what I mean by that is, one, everything that you have, mainly ladies, when you're going out there, putting out there in public like that, it's not for everybody. And you wonder why you're not sustaining a man or you can't keep a man because you're putting everything out there for, there's nothing special, there's nothing sacred about you. I mean, all day, every day. Like, the booty short epidemic is out of control. I'm not complaining, okay? I'm a man, I'm gonna look. But it's not for me, right? I mean, in all reality, let's be honest, it's not for me. I'm gonna look at this whore. This whore has a fat ass, though. I'm talking about that. Not that horse, just big. I'm just talking about daily in public, and I mean it's everybody. It's to the point where it's everybody. We have this. Oh, God damn it! I keep forgetting which one I'm supposed to be doing. Let's do this one, right? We have this stuff here. I talk about this all the time, right? You talk about the weave, don't talk about it. All right. Y'all can't see this, but I'm assuming there was some activity going on before. So look right there. Her first step, no false step. Oh, let me clear this off for it, make it look real weird. She could definitely be a NFL lineman. They're not scrapping about men. They just ain't got shit to do. And if they're men, what they're scrapping about, then they have that strong independence that they got to fight over men. We always find a way to blame. All right. So, it's a nice first step. She takes off charges. She can work on her hands a little bit. We got a few women again. Like I say, we as black folks are on the larger side. Let's just change the BMI so we all feel happy about that. Now, I know y'all like that. It's not the time. Now, the bonnet's coming off. Okay. So this little nigga, God damn it, I keep fucking you do the wrong thing. I keep us on this side. This little nigga is apparently related to someone over here. This nigga is questionable because he's got a knife, right? But he ain't using it. So I'm trying to figure out this weird eye contact going on over here between these two. I'm just drawing stuff right now. It looks good, right? I probably there's some kind of weird Illuminati symbol. There's a bunch of weird stuff going on. Noticed the environment in the background. It seems to take place like this. People are not supposed to live amongst each other. These overly populated communities as such. Like growing up in apartments when you're young is kind of cool, but it's really like bad because people are not supposed to. They're not supposed to do that much. You're not supposed to be around that many people. I think we're deciding only be around like 150 people, something like that. There's also some eye contact going on over here. So we're just gonna draw over here. I'm gonna just draw some little like Cyclops laser beams going on. All right, I've gone too far. Somebody stop me. Here we go from there. Yeah, he immediately regrets his decisions because he sees how big his opponent is. Definitely another weight class. I'm not sure. Is he out here in socks? What's going on here? It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's a nice shirt, though. Now, she gets up, immediately begins to sprint. If they utilize this much energy for positive, proactively, we'd be a lot healthier as a group of people. So the sneak attack from the back, again, we got a little bit more extracurricular hair activity. I think there's something going on over there. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know if this is a cap. Yeah, I think that's a cap. We got a slide activity. Nothing wrong with that. I just wanted to point that out. So, turn around, snap from the back. Again, attacked by the hair. Weight class exists for a reason. Now, I'm trying to figure out what happened. Both the screens are very similar. So what happened to the strap right here, right? There's I don't think this is a weight-bearing attire up here, but there's definitely some weight up front. I don't know, it's a very upset face right here. I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know. Anywho, so they're restraining this one. This one is in the middle of a bunch, so this motherfucker has been restraining everybody. I don't know what's going on. These right here bother me, okay? These pants, these can of biscuit pants, they're not designed to be can of biscuit pants, but they are if you wear them in such a way. There that little nigga go again, running around like the little Naruto. The laws are right there. But this is humorous to most people. This is daily. I'm weak, haha, this is funny. The police are right here. Right? There's the guy with the knife and the man bonnet. So, what's going on with her? I don't know why she's here. She's not doing anything for the show. We can get rid of her character. There's still something going on back there. I don't even keep it recording.
Don't make me.
Now, this is our original perpetrator. It here went from a bonnet to this long Rapunzel shit. And look at that blonde stuff. It's not cultural appropriation anyway. Again, hey, if y'all like it, I love it. Whatever.
Crazy, baby.
You had that one come in at the very end. So, stupid fucking man. Totally get your woman beat her married. Nobody cares. See, this is over police. Isn't here with this thing. I'm just not knowing. I'm not understanding. I'm not comprehending. All right. So, again, the over police communities, these motherfuckers are in the over police communities and still don't give two fucks, right? Well, there we go. So, I guess that over policing shit doesn't matter. All right, let's get into it. I don't know. Good time. I was thinking good time. This is terrible. Yeah, women. Those are not socks, those are Crocs. Oh, Crocs are terrible. Man, that's a good day. Nobody got a gun. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. I got one thing to show y'all, right? Niggas. Is Broderick still in here? I'd love to know his thoughts on this one. Now, this is actually something that took place last year in the midst of the pandemic. Somehow, we probably missed this one. Oh, I forgot to do this. Too late now, but some of that shit you probably watched was probably graphic. You should have had some viewer discretion advised. But niggas be tripping. What's going on? All right. Now, I'm sure this isn't this is the best site to get the information, but let's just check it out. Oh shit, that looks terrible. Am I really that bad? Oh, yeah, I gotta fix that. All right, anyway, let me just get out of here. I'll just go put myself on the screen like that. That fucking Dark Knight thing really hides. So, God anointed my vagina. Sleep with me and cure your infertility. Pastor Mrs. Veronica, that sounds like a married, the founder of Life and Faith Prosperity Ministry and Asaba Delta State has offered a solution to men on how to cure their infertility problems. According to reports, the pastor was offering a sermon to her congregation during church service, said that any man who makes love to her will be healed of his fertility problem because God anointed her vagina. Oh, this is terrible. So her mission on earth is to cure fertility problems in men, and once any of them sleeps with her and her body fluid touches his manhood, such a man will be healed of his fertility problem. I wonder how much that costs. Product use that, said the Blue Chew. My mission on earth is to cure men of their infertility problem through sleeping with them. Each session must not last more than 2 minutes. Sounds like ED problem. God gave me an anointing vagina. You only have to sleep with me and get healed of all your fertility problems. Men have gone through a lot in this generation. God sent me to liberate them. You can choose to believe me anointing or leave it, but it remains true. Watch my video to hear the full message of yesterday. Pastor Miss Veronica said, Nigeria. That's a weird thing. So, anybody in here, ladies, believe they have anointing vagina? Of course, all of you do. The anointing JJ. Thing. Cut that whiteboard off. And get that out of there. Let's look at this lovely starry night sky. All right, I'm back. So, more of the wild stuff that we got going on here. Yeah, disappeared. To The Ho and Holy. That is hilarious, John. Oh my goodness. Yeah, right. The last video we watched, that darn white man, he made him do it. How can we stop? So yeah. Again, this is why we have these issues. This is why we have these problems. This is why. Well, that's not an American issue. That's definitely a Nigerian issue. But yet, it's an issue. Okay. So what we got going on that we're going to talk about. Didn't I really been talking for so long, but I have been. I want to know your thoughts. Dilly dally. I want to know your thoughts, right? Not your thoughts, your thoughts. Spousal support. So apparently, we talked about Dr. Dre and having to pay spousal support, $300K a month, right? I don't know much about his wife, what she does. Let's see something. Somebody said somebody she might be a lawyer or something like that. No, she has not. Okay. Somebody might have just said that. So, again, people keep saying she's a lawyer. I don't know where, so yeah, and some people saying that she doesn't have she's not in the bar. So anyway, you got him paying her $300K, so almost $4 million a year. I think you have the other one. What's her name? Man Up did a video on it earlier. I can't think of her damn name. I knew it right before this, but now I can't think of it. Kelly Clarkson. I believe what she used to be on like American Idol or something like that, and she's paying her what $200,000 a year. And it's funny because there's a bit of a double standard going on. Women are not happy. Kelly Clarkson has to pay, but I mean it is what it is. Who else? Who's the other one? I think Mary J. Blige and some. There's another one too that has to pay. Wendy Williams should have to pay. So again, $200,000 a month in spousal support. I've seen people say it's less than manly. He's man. It shouldn't be that way. But we all believe in these newfound relationships, right? And these new modern day affairs. If you have a wife who didn't have to do anything, and again, what a lot of these women claim for spousal support, I find it super interesting because a lot of these motherfuckers are rich, have maids, probably eat out all the time. Don't do things normal women and wives have to do to maintain a home. Right? Not all, but some, however, whatever you're going to say. Let's just clear that out. But yet, for some reason, people feel they're entitled to all of this stuff. I think, personally, spousal support should have to depend on who's the one that wants the divorce, right? So, if, let's say in Dr. Dre's case, she's the one that wants the divorce, well, she shouldn't get anything. You know what I mean? Like, if she's not the breadwinner or any of those things, like if she wants a divorce, I'm no longer happy in this relationship, then that means you're divorcing the lifestyle also. Like, you don't get to take that with you. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't work, right? And I feel the same way for my buddy. If he's just not happy in it, he's like, he shouldn't get anything. If he's like, I don't want to be with you anymore, Kelly Clarkson, you ain't singing and you look crazy. There should be nothing. You should leave with, what you came with, or whatever y'all make an agreement to do. Now, if it was Dr. Dre and he's the breadwinner, he's saying, I'm tired of you and I don't want you in my life no more. Aside from, being, infidelity and adultery, something like that, then, no, this is the spousal support. That's not, for him, it's spousal and child support. So, yes. But for, what's her name? I think it's just spousal. Because I think their kid is like, Dr. Dre made like a big donation to USC or something like that. And somehow his daughter got into USC, I believe. That was around the time all of that, that fucking pay to play or pay to get in scandal was going on, where motherfuckers like, you pay me out, get them a scholarship or some shit, and they get all in or whatever. So, that's what I believe. Like, if that's the deal, all right. So she filed for. She says her children are going to therapy and made her divorce. She filed for divorce last year. Okay, so I mean that's how I feel like it should go. So he's getting $150,000 a month in spousal support, plus $45,601 a month in child support. Right. Also, she has to pay $1.25 million to cover his legal fees. Shout out to LA for being so woke that they just outwoke themselves every time. So there's that, right? But irreconcilable differences. So they have 2 children together, River Rose and Remington Alexander. That sounds like a shaver, and the other sounds like a bottle of alcohol. Like, I'll be talking about niggas and Alizés and Hennessy. That sounds like a bottle of wine. Have a nice glass of River Rose. It's a 2013. Would you like it? So, it is what it is. Like, again, I just feel like if it's the person who's not doing the breadwinning or whatever you want to call it, even if they do got their own little thing going on, it is what it is. But my deal is, as a woman, how are you not the one keeping the kids? Right? That's kind of odd to me. That's a real odd situation, because usually the children are always awarded to the women. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's a weird situation. I'm we got about 17 minutes. All right. I'm kind of upset. Not kind of upset. Because I was waiting. And I agree. I feel the same way as all of them. Like, man, look. Because what is the term once you didn't poked her? I guess in the biblical terms, it's a marriage. And that's kind of how I'm rocking with it. And Atlantean, what's her name, is out for all of the stuff, even the individuals. I saw that she opted out of the individual stuff, the buys. So, but here's the thing that I have the issue with, right? And so this is what I'm saying. Like, I want to know what you guys think. Do you believe there should be do you believe there should be spousal support on either side, either way? Do you believe that there should be spousal support? Let's see if I can do a poll. We'll do a couple of quick polls here while I rant about random stuff. Because I'm assuming, with her being a performer and stuff like that, maybe he maybe had kids more, so that they were around a parent or whatever. Even though I'm sure also for nannies in private schools and things of that nature. Do a 3-minute time. Do that, right? Exclamation point vote, 1 word, space 0 for no, space 1 for yes. Make sure that you get it. No, it goes both ways. It doesn't. There's no depends. There's no if, ands, or buts. It's either a yes or a no. See, I knew that would happen. I knew what would happen. It's got to be a yes or no. If we're gonna play the equality game, should there be spousal support? 1 for no. I mean, 1 for yes, 0 for no. You know. Yeah, I knew that y'all would do this before this happened. Before I made this question. I was going to put some caveats in it, but I'm not going to put any caveats in it. So, you know, and because here's the thing with that spousal support shit, what I find weird, right? So it exists, even though it probably shouldn't be a thing. I think, you know, if you're going to split shit, whatever, if there's no prenup, whatever. But I think if there's going to be a thing such as spousal support, it shouldn't be more than a year. Like, you got a year to figure it out and get it together. Like, you don't have to do any working or any of this stuff, or you're getting, you know, whatever benefited somehow. You can't figure it out after that, then that's a you problem. People say, well, they've been out of school so long, and there's things you can do in a matter of months. Especially if you don't have to worry about your bills, you don't have to worry about working nothing, that you can do in a matter of months and be okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be more than a year. Now the kids, the child support stuff, cool. I get it. I understand it. But one, I believe there should be a limit on child support. There should be no way that you're getting paid fucking, 5 times the average American salary a month. You know what I'm saying? What's her name? Getting 6 times the American salary a month. You know what I mean? Millions a year? No, absolutely not. So again, but if you want the divorce, then you're not accustomed to that money anymore. That's how it works. The money goes with the man. If you're the one saying, okay, I want a divorce because I don't like the money is a part of his lifestyle, right? Because I don't want to talk to you about my lifestyle. I'm not opening the line because the last few times I've opened the line, nobody's called it, right? And I ain't talking to you because you're going to talk about crazy stuff. You don't just pull a Broderick, come in here all late and make demands, black people. So that's my whole deal, right? That's my whole deal. It's just like, I'm not for it. If you're going to do it, there should be time constraints. There should be limits. Like, there's no way it should be, I got to pay for you until you get remarried, right? No, I'm going to get 10 years payout. Because if that's the case, you need to divide it. You only get 10%. You only get a percentage of the amount of time over the years. So if you're 10 years, you only get 10%. You're working on a 100-year contract. You got to put in 100 years. You put in 60 years, you get 60%, something like that. But again, and then I think if there's no kids, then I think you got to have a whole different conversation, right? If you're rich, you're like, well, look, Judge, I don't need this spouse. I could have had a maid. She could have did all my maid stuff. She didn't do anything. She didn't even clean up. All she did was eat bonbons and sit on the couch and fart all day and make fucking TikToks. And then you pull up all her little shitty TikToks. You say, look at this, Judge. These fucking TikToks are terrible. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, look, are you laughing at any of these? And if the judge doesn't laugh, like, no, these are terrible, you'd be like, look, well, then there you go. I shouldn't have to pay her shit. No, she doesn't make shitty TikToks. She can take the phone, she can keep her TikTok account, and that's it. There you go. But again, like I said, it's all terrible. You know what I mean? It's a real weird deal. I'll be honest. Shit together. But so there's something I did, right? Because we have been voting on the Broderick thing. And like I was saying that earlier, that I'm a little bit disappointed because it didn't quite come to fruition the way that I was expecting it to, right? So maybe Smart Thursday. I'm not sure how long because I'm doing a draft stream in the sauce tomorrow. So I'm not sure how long that stream will be. If it carries past 9 or something like that, then there may not be a den tomorrow. But if it doesn't take super long, NFL drafts out, then we'll have a den tomorrow. But so there's a thing that I was Raymond. But yeah, I mean, and again, I get it. I get it. But live in this modern day, like, there's a lot of stuff I want to follow, but now, like, the modern woman shouldn't get the traditional principles. She wants to get all modern wokey woke. She needs to be modern brokey broke. Yeah. Oh man. I'm laughing because, like, when I told you when I had that little vacation last year, and I read the Old Testament, right? And Raymond was just a word that, it showed up often. And I told myself I was going to start utilizing it in my, I'm going to say daily vocabulary, but modern vocabulary. But I'm definitely going to do that. Yeah, Democrats bringing in women for selective service. Then what happened? Now they want to abolish the draft. Now they want to end selective service. Like, all the women are losing their shit. No, it's not fair. Oh, really? You're talking about, oh, well, maybe, just don't sign up and then, you don't get to vote. How about that? No, it's just you take away my rights. You want to be equal. Men have been doing it for all the time, right? We've been doing it forever. Then the likelihood of you getting drafted, well, there's that. It's not going to happen. But see, there's a good point somebody was making, and they were like, well, if you want equality and fairness, you should have the draft. That way, you're not pulling from 100% pool of men, and then you get your equality. You get 50% men, 50% women, and you make up, your draft, and then you're good to go. And everybody gets a fair shot. So that way, neither side gets overly drafted. But what we gotta do. Uh-oh. Now Ronald gonna be in your inbox. Hey, let you. What you got to do now is start figuring out how to implement the other 58 genders or the other 56 genders, right? Because then there's going to be like, I'm gender X, you can't draft me. I didn't catch that. That's interesting. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's only when convenient. Like, I don't want to be equal when it means me actually have to put in more effort on my behalf, take a risk, or have to pay spousal support. But what do we really use, or what do certain people want the true meaning of anymore? But again, like I said, so there's a thing, and like I said, it didn't take place today. Maybe, just maybe, it will take place tomorrow, so you guys will understand my decision for project. But a certain thing has to happen for you guys to understand the decision that I made. And if it doesn't happen, then, well, maybe we'll do something else. But it's definitely not Project Slaying Blue Chews. So it is what it is. But let's just say we got a few more minutes. I'm not gonna lie. just willy-nilly in it here. There was something else I did want to say. I was going somewhere before I got distracted by the raiment. No, terrible. Terrible. But yeah, so and I want Broderick to be here, right? Broderick needs to be here so it can so that my decision can probably be properly executed. See, he was here earlier, but I was in the middle of something, so it didn't I think you need to be on the battlefield. Only one lie, making all kind of fresh soap for everybody. Good grief. All right, this is what we got to do about Shelly and her corny jokes. And her, that's not even that they're corny. It's just that, like, come on, do something original, Shelly. You've been using that same joke since, like, before the Sean thing was a thing. Yeah, let's pick a random number. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're gonna want to be home. They're gonna want to get knocked up, all that shit. Like that crazy broad. I can't get over that crazy broad from yesterday who got mad because he's having a boy. I guarantee that kid is going to be made very limp-wristed. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Yeah, it's all that. Like what I'm saying, we need them broad like the ones that we see fighting on these videos and all this shit. Like just doing all that unnecessary, all that. Like we need to put. I need to figure out. I need to figure out. I need to figure out how I can pull a move, kind of like bum fights. You know what I'm saying? Bum fights was genius for its time, right? And they got all the bums start a bum union, and then like revolted. I need to figure out how I can take something like bum fights and apply it to ghetto ass broads. Get the hardest ghetto broads out of every hood and let them duke it out, right? Almost in an organized sporting event, but like with no real training, just your hoodedness. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to be training these bitches and spending money on training and all that shit. They ain't gonna want to do that shit no way. And like the reward, whoever comes out on top will be like new weave for a year, right? All the Crocs and weave that you can have for a year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nobody watches this. I gotta get on that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely gotta figure out how to do it. Yeah, somebody's gonna be like, hey, I got you now, nigga. It would be must see TV. It would be must see TV. You say you want to see the hardest ghetto brothers? They would get their asses knocked smooth the fuck out. They would get knocked smooth. Like all that crazy women versus men rhetoric. All that crazy, like it's not even close. Like you could go get the softest sissified dude, dog. As long as he's got the heart to fight, it will fuck one of these broads up, dog. Like it's not even close, right? So there's that. Really, Shelley, you don't have any form of moderator privilege, and you never will with that attitude. So again, I might have to get on that. So we're going to somebody. What's your name? My name is Roquanda, and I want that weed. Like I'm telling you, they'll do it. Like, let me shut up. I need to Let me shut up because I might need to figure out a little strategy for that. That might be a thing. And I'm thinking about it. Anyway, with that being said, I fucks with y'all, man. I do appreciate y'all. Like I said, I will let y'all know ahead of time. I'm not sure how long the draft will be. Rockets got the early pick anyway. Well, like I said, we'll see what's shaking in that first round, and then we will talk about it. I'm gonna be honest. I think it would be a bitch from the South that ends up winning it all. They're just built differently, and I mean that physically down here. But with that being said, I fucks with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all following all the proper social medias. I thank all of y'all for being here. Except for Project, wherever he is. He's a terrible person. That's why nobody votes for him. But with that being said, man, I fucks with y'all. It's been my honor, my privilege, but most of all, been my pleasure to chop it up with y'all. And looking forward to doing it again tomorrow night. But again, like I said, if it runs long or whatever, I'll let y'all know. Or I'll try to put something up on the community tab ahead of time or in the Discord if y'all in the Discord. And interesting. Yeah, Heidi, I'm going to tell you that you jinxed the Astros the other day. They're whooping ass. They're just whooping all the ass. Gosh, damn Astros out here just kicking all that, and then they end up fucking losing. Thanks a lot, Heidi. That was like 2 days ago, though. I meant to rub that in your face. I'm not going to say anything else. But I'm going. I fucks with y'all. I hope y'all have a good evening. And y'all take care of yourselves. And make sure y'all are taking care of your physical health, too. I was telling the folks in the sauce earlier, like people are, first thing in the morning, you worried about what these guys got going on. Like, worry about your own physical health too. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm talking about like 2 days ago. So, were they beating the A's or somebody? They came back on them, like they were whooping somebody's ass, and they came back on them. Like, I forgot what it was. Anyway, I'm gone. I'm out. Yeah, take care of yourselves. I really do care about your well-being. Oh! Some of y'all are out of here. Some of y'all might not be in here. No, Trill ain't here. I forgot to say it and brought a chair blasting. Y'all know who I got in communication with? An old den folk that we haven't heard from in a long time. A female, and not female pimp. All I'm gonna say is before I slide out of here is we all gonna